I have a lot of ideas for how to differentiate my product, but I'm a focus group of one, and if I get this wrong, I build a product that nobody asked for. Here's how I validate that other people actually want what I think they want. I run an $850,000 a year Amazon private label brand, and I'm publicly building a new product for my brand step by step. And I'm documenting this in real time so you can see the full process as it happens. Here's what I've done so far. The goal of this episode is to decide how this product would beat its competitors in the search results. If I can't clearly explain how this product is actually better, it does not move forward. Remember in episode 3, we validated demand and found white space in the market by intentionally choosing keywords where the products in the search grid didn't actually match what users were looking for. Now, we're gonna turn that into real differentiation. Our first layer of differentiation comes directly from the long tail keywords. When people start adding words like really works for older kids, it tells us exactly what they're looking for. When we search those terms on Amazon, this is what we get. These products are the closest matches to what people are asking for. And none of these are actually designed for kids 6 to 8. I know, I have a 7-year-old. These are just toys pretending to be tools. Next, I go straight for the reviews and start looking for patterns. The complaints are consistent, poor quality and overpriced for what you get. The squeegee not working comes up over and over again. This matches what the keyword told us. At this point, we're not designing the product, we're just defining the constraint. It has to actually function. It has to be usable for older kids. It still needs to be safe for younger kids. It needs to be sized correctly for actual use. It'd be great to have a way to store all the wet components, and it needs to feel intentional, not like a pile of cheap junk toys. That's what private label actually is. Differentiation isn't branding. It's making intentional product decisions based on real demand, real gaps, and real use. I promise, slapping your logo on it is not differentiation. If this product ends up being another colorful pile of plastic junk, I promise I won't launch it. We didn't solve everything today, but we did find a real point of differentiation for this product. And for me, that earns it the right to move forward. In the next episode, we're gonna analyze our competitive set and pressure test our $30 pricing assumption from the last episode. All right, let's build something real. I'll see you in the next one.